Hey, I'm Chuck Wicks, and I'm sitting down with CountryMusicRocks.net.
We're sitting down with Chuck Wicks here at CRS 2014. How are you doing? How's your CRS week going so far?
It's great. It's busy.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, you have a brand new single, Us Again. Tell us a little bit about that and give us some background on that song.
Us Again was a fun song to write. It was the first time I wrote with Tiffany Vartanian and Andy Dodd. And as a songwriter, you never know what's going to happen, especially the first time meeting someone. I'd never met them, and I knew going into it they were just great songwriters and come from a great place with that. And I brought the first verse in of Us Again, and all three of us kind of looked at each other and were like, yeah, let's do this one. And once we had that and we knew what direction we were going, because nobody came in with a title, Us Again. I just came in with these images of there's certain images that can take you to a place right away, whether it's, the way you hold somebody's hand or, footprints in the sand, just images that take you to a memory. And Us Again is a love song about getting back to the place where you start. As you know, and a lot of people know, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people know when you first start in a relationship, the first 6 to 9 to 12 months is like the honeymoon phase. Nothing goes wrong. It doesn't matter what you do, where you go, it's perfect. And then, as time goes on, you kind of slide out of that honeymoon phase. You start kind of life gets in the way sometimes, bills, whatever it is. And Us Again is about not losing that honeymoon phase, so to speak, going back to the beginning, remembering why you fell in love in the first place, and always holding on to that. I think, because without that, this song could be about somebody that's married for 30 years or somebody that's been, dating for 2 years. So it doesn't really specify on what kind of couple it is. It's just relationships in general. So, it looks like a lot of people are relating to it, and it's doing well so far, and we're excited. We started taking setups for the video, so we're going to be making a video soon, and it's exciting because videos, for me, it brings to life the lyric, and it brings to life the melody, and it just the song in general, and it's cool, it's fun.
Great. Now, you also just signed with Blaster Records at the end of last year, so you're at a new label home, you're back in the studio working on new music. Yeah. What can you tell us about the new album, and how's that process going so far?
It's fun. I say it's good to be back in the game. It's been a while since I was, really at country radio and having a new single to work and talk about, and it's been since 2010. So here we are, 2014, got a new single, got a new home, and got a new team, really. I mean, my whole team has kind of switched around, and that's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that fans don't really get to see. They just hear, what's Chuck doing? Does he have a single out? But good news is we got a single out, and I did a show a couple days ago, and it was for country radio, and there was a bunch of radio stations in there, and people that I knew from when I first started and came out with Stealing Cinderella. I mean, a lot of friends, And I looked at them, I said, it's an honor to be singing in this room to you, because not everybody gets a second chance at something. And I really look at this, especially this single and the new label, as a second chance. And I'm going to take it all in and really enjoy it and work hard. And this is my first stab at producing. So producing, and writing Us Again, and producing and writing the rest of the record. A lot of pressure, and but there's, the pressure behind that is that if something goes wrong, it's all my fault, right? There's nobody to blame. So, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So.
Very good. Now, in addition to the music, you also are co-hosting a morning show, America's Morning Show. Tell us a little bit about that, and how is it balancing everything you have going on with music and touring and the morning show?
It just makes for longer days. I was up, I'm up every morning at 4 a.m., on air from 5 to 9, but what makes it easier, it's not easy, but what makes it easier is having such a great staff that we work with. I mean, having Blair Garner, Terry Clark, I get to sit next to her, crazy butt. She's out of control, and I love it. Blair is such the professional. and such a great guy to look up to and kind of guide us through our. I mean, this is it's myself and Terry's first time really digging in and doing some kind of a radio show. I mean, this is outside the box for us, so it's nice to really kind of get under his wing and follow his lead, and we get better every day, and hopefully, and we just have fun with it. So it makes it easier that way, and then naps are really important to me. I feel like I'm back in preschool when you had your own little area rug. Yeah, I bring my little area rug wherever I go. I can just throw it down, take a nap. I'm good.
2014 is already off to a great start for you. What are some of your goals and plans and some things you're really looking forward to this year?
I'm just getting back out on the road, doing a lot of shows. I miss that. We start getting really busy March 1st. We start with a show down in Ocala, Florida, and then from there it just kind of spreads across the country. So we'll be busy for sure. So I'm looking forward to getting back out there and doing that. Seeing, meeting new fans, meeting some of the fans that have been there since my first single and seeing them again. And just sharing the new music. I mean, I love this. I have a passion for it. I love songwriting. I love being out there and doing it live. So just being able to do this at this level again is fun.
And you've been such a testament to this genre. What has it been like seeing the industry and fans just they've consistently embraced you? What's that been like?
It's encouraging. It keeps you going because, it's a ride. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. There's always a ride, and there's always ups and downs. And it's when the people stay with you through everything. It's what keeps you going. It's easy to have everybody when you're at the top because everybody's like, oh, it's the best. It's like when a team wins the World Series, everybody loves them, right? Oh, they'll follow the bandwagon, but when they don't win the World Series, they're the worst team ever. So it's the people that stick with you through everything, and a lot of people have done that. A lot of fans have done that. A lot of people around town, around Nashville, behind the scenes have done that, and songwriters including, doing even with co-writes and stuff. So that's what keeps you going, and that's what keeps it exciting and keeping me driven.
Now, country music is consistently evolving. It's growing. What do you love most about this genre?
Country music evolves and it grows, but at the same time, it stays the same. And what I mean by that is that it stays consistent on the loyalty. Once you're a country music fan, and once you're kind of slapped in the face with this whole genre, you stay with it, and you're stuck with it. I mean, and why I say that is because I've seen it myself. Is some of these fans that I've seen since my very first concert are coming to the one March 1st, and they'll be like, "Oh my gosh!" and they're still passionate about it. The passion behind the country music genre is unbelievable. I mean, it's bar none, head and shoulders above any other one, and it's that's why it's fun to be in this, because it's like, country music, NASCAR, they all go together. Once you're a fan for life, and that's what's cool about it.
And finally, we're here at CRS. It's a week all about country radio. What's one song that comes on the radio that you just have to crank?
That I have to crank up? Well, it's nice to hear my own. Now that I have a new one, I'm just like, yeah. But gosh, there's a bunch of great songs out there. Cole Swindell's on fire, and he's a good writing buddy of mine. We've written a bunch of things, and I always like hearing good people with their great songs. I always love rooting for the good guy, and Cole's one of those guys. Gosh, there was one. Florida Georgia Lines, I love their records. They're making really good records. Sonically, they sound really good. It's like a wall of sound, They got a good sound to them. I love the We Were Us with Keith Urban, Miranda. Love that. It's funny being on a morning show now. I hear most of the songs. I hear a lot of the stuff, and we always have it cranked. I mean, I'm a fan of everybody's. I think anybody that's doing this is putting a lot of work into it, and I have a respect for that.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, and we wish you the best of luck with everything that's ahead.
You got it.